All right, boys and girls, we're gonna start our crayon sculptures. I'm gonna first show you how to build it with your recycled supplies, your poster board and your tape and your newspaper. Then in my next video, I'll show you how to paper mache this into one color. So we're gonna start with one piece of this really thick black poster board. So you can kind of see it's almost like a little rectangle. What you're gonna do with this is you're gonna have your tape ready to go, your masking tape. This is the really strong tan tape. And just rip off one little piece. You can rip it or you can cut it. And put it on your table next to your poster board. Sometimes it might kind of scrunch up. I think I'm gonna get a new one here. So put it on your table next to your poster board ready to go, because what you're gonna do now is look for the poster board long ways, not tall, so horizontal, and start to roll this up. Now you don't want to roll it too skinny like this, because then your crayon is going to be super skinny. You want to overlap these two sides just a little bit so that they meet each other on the edge there. And then you're going to stick down your tape just like this. So vertical, up and down, just so that it doesn't come apart. Now you're going to really seal this up with the tape. So you're going to measure with your tape how long your crayon is, like this. Rip off a piece or cut it with your scissors, and then seal up that little hole there. Make sure you really press this with your fingers so it does not come apart. I'm going to put two more pieces just to make sure it doesn't come apart. So another long one, measure it out. Press, press, press. And then one more. All right, that looks pretty good. It doesn't look like it's going to come apart on me now. So this is the body of my crayon, but right now it's hollow. That means there's nothing in it. I'm gonna put some newspaper in here just to thicken it up so it doesn't sink down like this when we put the paper mache on. So you need 3 pieces of newspaper. Start with one, roll it into a ball, and just stick it in your crayon like this. 2 more. And stick the next one in here, and then 1 more. So you can kind of see now it's kind of stuffed from both ends here. It's a little bit thicker. So that's the body of your crayon. Next, I'm going to show you how to put the bottom and the cone tip on the crayon. So what you need is a scrap piece of this black poster board again. You're going to be cutting out 2 different circles, a large and a small circle. To cut out the small circle, all you have to do is simply trace the bottom of your crayon, because we want that small circle to fit right on the bottom, and we want it to be the same size as your crayon. So I'm going to put my crayon up and down on my black paper, hold it, and then take my pencil and just trace the bottom of the crayon. So I'm just going around the bottom, and I'm just simply tracing it. And you can see I've traced that exact circle. So I'm going to cut that out now for the bottom of the crayon, as carefully as I can, right along the line here. I don't want it to be too big or too small. I want it to fit on the crayon perfectly. So now I'm going to take this and I'm just going to tape it on the bottom of my crayon. So I'm going to start with one piece, put it on the edge of my bottom, place the bottom on the crayon, and then just place the tape down. So right now I have one piece, but there's still some pieces I need to put around so it doesn't come apart. So I'm just going to do this maybe 5 times. So I'll go on the opposite end now. So I have 2 pieces sticking down. And then one more on the other side. So 4 or 5 pieces should be good on the bottom. We don't need too much tape here. All right, that looks pretty good. It fits pretty well. It looks like there's a little piece hanging off here. I don't love that. So I think what I'm gonna do is just take a really big piece of tape, and I'm actually gonna smooth this out by just placing the tape around in a circle. And what this does is it just kind of smooths everything out, so I don't have a big piece hanging off here. I just kind of smooth that piece out a little bit. I can even put another piece to smooth it out even more if I like. All right, so that's the bottom of my crayon. I've got the bottom and the body. I need just the cone tip. So that will be the big circle. For the big circle, you're actually going to just trace your tape roll. So take the outside of the tape roll, and that should be the correct size for your big circle. So find a space on your black poster board, trace the outside, not the inside, but the outside of the tape roll. The inside will be too small. And then that's what you're going to use for the top. So right now, it doesn't look like a cone yet. We have to do a little bit of folding. So I'm just going to cut this out. Now, as you can see on my big circle here, I made a little cut. I cut from the outside all the way into the middle. So you can put a little dot in the middle if it helps you. So you're going to cut from the outside to that dot. Now, here's the magic part. Here's how you make a cone. You're just going to take the pieces here and pull them apart and then start to twist them, one inside and one outside. Twist, twist, twist. So you can see here I've started to make a cone. Now I want this cone to fit on the top of my crayon though. So I have to keep twisting until it fits. So I'm going to test this out and see if this fits. That's still a little bit big, so I'm going to keep twisting a little bit more. And maybe I'll measure this one now. That looks like it fits pretty well on the side there. So I'm going to take another piece of tape. And then I'm just going to tape this cone down so it doesn't come apart on me. Right on the edge there. And you can see now it's stuck as a cone. You could even put some more tape just to make sure it doesn't come apart on you. Then you're going to tape this cone to the top of your crayon just like you did with the bottom of the crayon. If you have a piece kind of hanging off like that, you can even just trim that up a little bit so it's kind of even. So now you're going to place this on the top of your crayon and you're going to tape this the same way you did with the bottom, starting with one piece hanging off here. Place it on the top. Press it down. We need to go all the way around just to make sure it doesn't come apart. And then once you've done that, you should be done with your crayon. In my next video, I'm going to show you how to paper mache this so that it has a color and so it's kind of stiff like a statue. So we will finish this one up and then we will start our paper mache next. I'm even going to put a little piece of tape around this side here to smooth out that little hole, that little seam, and just a little bit more. All right, looks like everything is good. If I shake it, nothing's coming apart, so I am done.